I went to my local HMV the other day and I got a really good film on Blu-ray. Got the very new Transformers film called Bumblebee. Goes back to the good old G1 days where Transformers looked like Transformers. And even people like Mark Commode, who pretty much hated the Micheal Bay Transformers, even did a review where he was banging his head against the desk. That was his review of Revenge of the Fallen, I believe.
It's funny, it's kind of charming. For the first time I found myself feeling affectionate toward a Transformer, toward a big yellow robot that transforms into a beetle. And I enjoyed it.
Your proper film critics liked it. It's actually debatable where it is in the series of how good it is. I mean, if you're a fan of the animated one like I grew up with, then you know it's a bit of a close call. Well, a fan of the first Micheal Bay Transformers movie. Got loads of great elements. Some of the song choices are awesome, like the Smiths, Frankie Valli, and Sammy Hagar. Who'd have thought all those songs had been in a Transformers movie? Like I say, it's really enjoyable, but it's also, a bit sort of like a fan script, loads of like fan service in there. It tells you all the stuff that you want to see. Although you've got to be pretty hard if you don't cry at the ending, where, spoiler alert, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, when Bumblebee and Optimus Prime drive off together at the end, and it's that sad like. Just had a bit of bad news during filming. I've heard that they've cast Robert Pattinson as the new Batman in Matt Reeves' The Batman, and it brings to an end my run of always being younger than the current Batman. So I guess that makes me officially old, but there's always a little bit of a caveat. The film doesn't come out till 2021, so I'm keeping it going till then. But let's talk about the over 60 minutes of bonus features on this Blu-ray. There's a couple of really weird ones, like there's one called Sector 7 where it's John Cena talking like as if he's recruiting you to be in Sector 7, and I don't know if it was made for the DVD or it looks like one of those things you see at a theme park when you're queuing up in the 4-hour queue to go in, and he's like saying you'll be a good recruit and all that. But it was kind of interesting. There was an animated comic. I say animated, to go about as much animation on the actual menu, but it was actually kind of good. The deleted and extended scenes were fascinating. There's one where it's actually in a location a bit like this, where Bumblebee's running away from the army at the start, and Bumblebee actually says that the human race isn't worth saving. So I kind of can see why they didn't go with that opening, because it was kind of almost like, films are known for having like a bizarro ending that really annoys people. They went the other way with this alternate opening because it would have freaked people out, I think. They showed another good deleted scene where one of the kids was going karate, being towed by his sister on a moped, and he was going to karate lessons. So I thought that kind of encapsulated the 80s pretty well. And one of the maddest deleted scenes I've ever seen. I think it looked really mad because it wasn't, it had unfinished CGI, but they showed you one part where Bumblebee accidentally makes loads of appliances in the house come alive, and they're all attacking like the main good guys. And so that was a little crazy special feature, but there was no commentary either, but pretty good special features and all. If you're getting sick of the Micheal Bay Transformers films, I know they're a bit of an acquired taste, even have to be in the right mood for them sometimes. Highly recommend giving this Bumblebee a chance, because it's directed by a different guy this time, Travis Knight. Seems like he's been a lifelong Transformers fan, and it kind of shows, because it just comes across as a very enjoyable film. And let's go over to the comment leaver section, where it's had a bit of a remix. All these are genuinely pages from my last school report in 1990. Let's get the first one on screen. This is from Mr. Leopard. David has a problem with written English and basic mathematics. He must continue to work hard in these two subjects as they are often the key to success in other areas. Well, I think they'd be quite chuffed about how my writing has progressed, and anybody who's seen my various reviews they've written or some of my unfinished screenplays will attest to that. And stay in school, kids, because you do need that to be key to success. Whatever that means. And let's go again. This is from Mr. Shavekin. You don't get many of them in the pound. Low standard of work, a little done. A quiet pupil most of the time, but he can be silly at times. Shows on Twitter, the more things change, the more they stay the same. What's really weird though, because I don't know what lesson he taught me. It might have been CDT, which is craft design and technology, for all you school fans out there. And let's go final chapter. So it's kind of wracking. This is from Mr. Hyde. Oh, I'm afraid David has very little ability in any aspect of the subject. Even simple drawings are very poor. He does try hard, but with little success. And again, I'm sure if Mr. Hyde was looking at my How to Draw series, he'd go, oh, he's come on a lot since he left school. But there you go. And fun fact, I had a day off school once, and my niece wanted to go down the road to her mum's house. So I walked down the street. Mr. Hyde saw me out the day off and I got in trouble. So remember, kids, if you're going to have a day off school, look out for teachers because they might see you. And hope you have a good week, and keep it lost.
Thanks for watching The Legends of Cherry Hill. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing.